Hi, we're back here. We're sitting down with Giovan, the owner of Giovan's restaurant here, and John, thanks for letting us have our show here. I guess first before we get into football, tell people what kind of food can they come out here and get on a daily basis.
Well, we feature homemade Italian items here as well as pizza. We're a family-run business. Our family serving your family is our motto. But we make homemade pastas, homemade raviolis, lasagna, homemade sauces. Our sausage, our meatballs, everything's made here in-house. We take pride in making sure that you're given the most perfect items on the plate at all times, and nobody ever leaves here full. We always make sure that you're well fed by the time you leave here.
That's why I eat here. Now, we're talking about football. You just played in a different kind of game. It's been quite a few years since you last strapped the helmet on for high school, yet you went back to play again for your high school. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, well, I'm 37 years old, which means I've been out of high school for 19 years now. And there was a charity event that the high school wanted to run to raise some money for the football program as well as scholarships for the school. I went to St. Francis in Wheaton, Catholic high school out there. And it was nice because we were able to hook up with a bunch of old friends. We had 4 guys from our class, but virtually what the competition was a full contact, full equipment, full game, IHSA rules. The old guys versus young guys. Unfortunately, I was with the old guys. It was class of '94 to class of '88 versus class of '95 to 2001. So it was definitely interesting. A whole lot of new rule changes, a lot of new equipment changes, just procedure changes. 19 years out of football, you can understand why these guys are retired by my age already, because I'm having a hard time walking right now after all this football over the weekend.
It's a pretty cool concept. So you guys basically purchased or got donations to purchase the equipment. You played it in one game and then left it there for the kids.
Exactly. We gave each player gave $300 plus to the program to purchase new pads and new helmets. We purchased a new field goal post for the practicing. And like I said, after all the donations and everything, we're also able to give a few scholarships to the school.
That's very cool. And this when you first told me about this, I thought, okay, you guys are going to go out there and put, this is a lot of work. I mean, you guys practiced a lot for this,
yeah,
and really put a lot of effort into this. How did you know what it was going into?
You can have an idea of what it's going to be, but when you practice for 3 months and your life starts to turn around from walking on a treadmill or running on a treadmill to grabbing a ball, hitting a guy over and over again through practice. We would practice 2 times, 3 times, sometimes 4 times a week, just to make sure. The problem is you had a lot of guys who were out of town, so whenever people were able to get together, we would get together and actually do a full practice. We got our equipment about a month ago. That was probably the smartest thing the coaches did, because once you get the equipment on, you feel invincible until the next day when you realize you shouldn't have done what you just did.
This is something that I think other schools, should get this model. I mean, it seemed like not only did the school real benefit from it, but you guys had a lot of fun.
We had an absolute blast. I mean, it was hard being competitive against guys you practice against. We split off about a month and a half ago, so the young guys and the old guys didn't really talk to each other after that point. But we raised probably around $30,000 for the program. That's pretty incredible, if you ask me. I mean, to come up for one game, $30,000, it cost the school nothing to do except for liability,
right.
liability sheets that they had to print out saying that if we get hurt, it's our own fault type of thing. But it was such a great opportunity. On the Monday morning quarterbacking, obviously everyone's second guessing what we should have done. But the first thing everybody says was, I had so much fun doing that. And the other thing everyone's saying is, they didn't think that we would be hitting as hard as we were. We were going full speed, leaving everything on the field. They always say that in the game, leave everything on the field. This could be your last game ever. For us, we realize this most likely will be our last game ever. So you might as well hit as hard as you can. Regret it later, that's all.
Well, Voyager, schools, here's a way that you guys can make money. Take after this, call the week and say Francis AD, and get some things. So, John, thanks for letting us do the show today, and all season we'll be out here, and hopefully our viewers come out and grab dinner.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Be right back with our picks for week 1.